Onward, boys. Did I rename the new guy? I did not. To the random number generator. Right, number 13, 13. Zugles, already in the peasant campaign. Next is 28, Homek. Welcome, Homek. Made the cut. Let's hope you don't die horribly screaming in pain. Go. Just a reminder, lads, go check out the Discord, please. Link is in the description. I don't mind if you submit names through the video comments, but there's getting so many comments now. The community is growing wonderfully. Thanks so much for that, by the way. But it does mean that tracking down the name lists and name requests can be a little challenging. So I would appreciate it if you go into the Discord and then either in the general chat channel or the Battle Brothers chat channel, leave a name request there. I might even make a separate text channel. Where, in fact, I think what I'll do is, yes, let's do this. I'll create another channel for Battle Brothers name requests, and then I can even pin the name list, so you can take a look on the name list to see whether you've been added or not. So, what are my goals for the next 45 minutes in this episode? Obviously, stop this happening. No more deaths, hopefully. Wait a second. What was the description there? Sacrifice to Dovecool. How cool is that? 17 battles, 17 kills. From the Moti. What a ledge. 3 skulls. Scary. What you got for us? Hunt down unholds. Nope. We are nowhere near being unhold fighting ready. Anything we can buy here? Nope. Anything we can craft? Not particularly. Bunch of miners who are crap. Production miners without means to feed their families. Unlucky. A large group of screaming villagers. They're drunkenly carrying a felled tree like a throng of ants would a beetle. There's a blindfolded and shackled man astride the wood. As the crowd draws near, the pungency of alcohol emanates from the mob like a miasma from a particularly angry swamp. The duck tank asks the riffraff where they're off to. The bearded stooge swerves forward, breaking on a heel and toe-tip at the same time like an unpracticed puppet. Oi! We off to tar and feather this... Someone yells out, "Fruit philanderer," from the crowd. The stooge snaps his fingers. Right, this melon mugger is getting what's coming to him. Melon thief? Stooge sways on his feet. There's enough beer foam in his beard to get a wench drunk. He points forward. That's right. Mugged a melon, right. Oh, but not just any ordinary thief. No, he corked it, something fierce. We found the raw sewage of his work all about him when we caught him up to his doings. And by raw sewage, I mean his cock's ill-measured spillage. Hardly catching any of that, you ask the man to explain. Slowly this time. He throws his hands up as though you're an idiot. What's all this talk? You hump a melon and that's that. Such fornications are, well, that's us beyond ordinary appeals to justice. Now, out of our way, stranger. We've feathers to collect and then to redistribute by means of a bona fide taran and a featherin, and mayhaps a little more taran if we got us some left. The crowd cheers at this. What say you, melon man? You ask the man atop the tree what he has to say, if anything. He shrugs and speaks. Look, what happens between a man and a melon is their business, and their business alone. No harm, no foul. Stooge cracks the man with a stick. No, you tell this fella straight. Tell him what you did. Sighing, the melon man nods. Well, alright then. That's the end of them negotiations, and things being what they is, with me up here and the smell of tar in the air, I'll speak truthfully to the matter at hand. I fucked that melon and I enjoyed myself. The crowd hisses and boos and your men laugh among themselves. We can't let you tar this man. You grab the stooge. Let this man go. The man asks if you're really defending this fruit farker. You nod and tell him that adultery with the melon, while disgusting and confusing, is ultimately a harmless endeavor. A drunken peasant thumbs over his shoulder. See that? Just last week we took old Bentley behind the shed for breaking that poor duck's neck. Man's face frowns and he drowns the rest of his drink. He mutters something about really missing that duck. Perhaps not making yourself clear and tiring of these idiots' hijinks. You draw your sword and cut the melon mugger free. Turn the sword toward the crowd and they quickly disperse in a drunken retreat, fanning out beside the road, randomly scattering to get from whence they came like a bunch of rocks skipping over a wavy lake. Get, you idiots, get! The melon mugger comes to you. He fixes up his drawers with a bit of rope and bindings. So, seeing as how you spared me that awful fate, and what say I try and pay you back? I'm tired of this town anyway. You tell him that self-sorting is not an enviable vocation to take up on the fly. Points a snarky finger. Look, if you're worried I'll pork your produce, then I'll promise on me mother's grave that I'll keep my shire borer in its pants. Very welcome to the bloody dawn. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Not quite. A group of at least a dozen. Okay, definitely we want to do this now. Set into the wilderness. Cover something and plunder it. Okay, Mr. Fruit Fucker. He's got a huge amount of initiative. This is a swordsman, if I've ever seen one. This is absolutely someone who we're going to try with Relentless. It does mean we're up to 15 now, so 3 reserves is more than enough. Actually, shield breakers. I need 2 shield breakers. These 2 lads are heavy guys. Actually, I need to have Iridian in the front line. He's got huge fatigue. He's going to be pretty damn good. But the rest of the lads are not bad either. You know what? Actually, never mind swordsman. Let's make him a shield breaker as well. And here is my thinking. With a star in range skill, I can get him to more or less even range than melee skill. So he'll be kind of hybrid. He'll start with a crossbow and quick hands to a Dane axe. And the high initiative is quite nice because he'll almost always act before anybody else, which means he'll be able to break a shield, and then these guys acting after him can take advantage of that. To the name generator, number 110, 110. Ronomp already been added. 79, 79. Oakley already been added. 75. Anusologist. what a fitting name for the fruit fucker. Did I spell that correctly? Anusologist. Welcome, anusologist. I think actually, yeah, Michael Stubbs, use your crossbow. Even if it is only tier 1. So, we have enough lads. No more need to do any more hiring. What's our daily rate up to? 73. We've actually got a couple of thieves in this company, and I need to warn you guys. Clint Holmes and Anusologist, my 2 shield breakers. We as a group are not yet in a position to be able to defend you if a group of army guys come to take you away. So, sorry to say it, but if that happens anytime soon, we are going to have to give you up, just so you are fairly warned. And Forefather Standard, awesome. We'll do that after we've taken care of the nightmares. Alright lads, you know the drill. Strip down. Time to get naked. You're hunting nightmares. Actually, a dagger specialist would be really good fighting these nightmares because you can attack 3 times. I mean, what you really want is a 3-headed flail, but those are expensive and quite difficult to come by. I think actually, yeah, let's get the lads in by a bit more experience. So this might be a good time for Anusologist to get in there. Mick, you can sit this one out, mate. What weapons do I have here? There you go. Any more spears? Nope. Right, let's end the nightmares. I quickly want to check what morale is like. Morale is okay. I don't think I need to pay for a round. Just going to make sure we don't get attacked now while we're camping, waiting for it to get dark. Hand over the pause button. Okay. Ivan Ebenclaw, he comes to you with a pensive look on his face. He explains that a long time ago he knew a man that had been hanged for a murderer. That he chopped his children to bits, but the accused stated he'd been butchering the chickens, saw them and their feathers, said there was nothing if not foul. He said when he came to and saw the atrocity before him that a beast snickered from the windowsill, squatting there, giggling and all smarm-like. Sellsword nods. When they hanged him, that fella said he yelled out at something and ran off the stool. Said he kept running. Said he kept spitting vengeance despite the ropes ripping his neck up unto his ears. Ugh. Gruesome. This is a 2 skull, so there might actually be a fair amount of these things. Assessing your map by a torchlight, you suddenly see a black shape bounding through the darkness. It is a mess of limbs cartwheeling over the earth, flailing forward with unseemly speed. It stalks as low as a snake, yet you hear the choking snarl of someone dying in their sleep. Order the men to arms. Men! Charge! If 5 of them, that's a sizable amount, but nothing we can't handle, I should think. The way they are grouped up around us is going to determine a lot about how this fight goes. If they evenly surround us, that really sucks. Berg. One, two, three. There's the 5th one. Then what we'll do is, you 3 lads will head that way. Everybody else will move in a big group towards all the other nightmares. Well, there's 12 of us. Maybe I should have these 4 should head that way and then loop around. The other 8 can move forward that way. It reminds me, it might be worth earmarking a lot of the funds that we have available in the coming month or 2 to try to buy as many dogs as I can. In fights like this against the nightmares, dogs are amazing. Just because the amount of damage they do is irrelevant. It's just the fact that it's 2 extra attacks every turn. Oh shit, that changes things. Or you guys need to get that one first and then go for that one. These 4 here. Yet, I've got 2 of them and they're going to get attacks off. I think actually I've got to send at least one more to the western flank. Because there's 2 enemies here creating 4 of those spirits per turn. And I've only got 8 attacks out of them. A lot of them with swords, so a lot of them can miss as well. Not looking good for Anesologist. At least there's only 1 attacking him now. So Duck, you're a brave lad. It's 5 now on the western flank, that should be fine. Yeah, we can finally start killing one. I don't fancy Anesologist's chances to survive this battle. Job, Clint. Ooh, Vorenberg. Great job. Ah. We're struggling on the western flank here. At least I killed all of them. Problem is I've got 1 less person attacking. The next time I fight these things, we are going to make an effort to not split up at all. Instead, we'll move together in one big group. In retrospect, I think that would have been a better play. Keep the lads together. They can cover each other. And so that you can have everybody in range of your sergeant, so that if someone breaks like this here, you can use the raise morale ability. Ah! Come on, Einard, almost. So close, 1 more hit. Get him! And as we get deeper into the campaign and get guys who are high level and have berserk, we can be a lot more confident in taking these Alp fights. In the late game, when we have high level brothers and a bunch of dogs on everyone, I found these Alp fights to be not that bad. Oh, I'm at Iridian. If I can just get through this without anyone dying. By the way, who was that? That was Iridian. Good job, Iridian. He got hit by these things twice and he resisted the morale break both times. Should add more spears. Okay, 2 down. Let's stick together. Those 2 were spawned last turn, so they should actually disappear. Anesologist is not having a good time. Forward, boys. Did I kill both? I did kill both of the nightmares there. I also should have thought about the weapons my guys were carrying when I decided how to split the group up, or whether I wanted to split it up at all. Because all of these guys all have swords, which only plus 20 chance to hit. Plus 10 rather than plus 20, I mean. But how many turns in a row has Anesologist just panicked now? I'm very worried about these 2 boys here. Like maybe some of the guys on the eastern flank gone west to help out. Ooh, Vorenborg, there's clutch, dude. You've just saved Iridian. Come on. Not making any progress on the western flank. And now I'm to the point where I kind of have to get Iridian out of there. I can't. If I attack and he misses. But he's got a plus 8 chance to hit. He's going to miss, I think. Get him back to the main group. That's going to probably screw over Vorenborg. That's big. Sir Duck, you fucking legend. Only 3 of these fuckers left. Get them, lads. Okay, so they don't attack if you move around them. That's good to know. Fuck's sake. I love the idea of Kopanostra, like all stripped down naked, badly wounded, running around with his arms in the air. I'm panicking! Ah! Fuck. Boys in the western flank must just hang on. Eastern flank is kicking ass. In retrospect though, a 6-man and 6-man, even 6-6 split would have been better. Hey, welcome back, Anesologist. Alright boys, quickly. Head west. Reinforcements are needed. Let's see, 40 hit points. I think hang back. He's taken 2 hits, didn't he? Or just 1. I think he took 2 hits to get that low. He can survive 1 more hit. Oh, only just. Nightmares are seriously damaging and dangerous. Good hits. Vorenberg, that was clutch. Adrenaline would have been very useful in this fight. Oh, Iridian, clutch. I'm glad they made the changes they did to these Alps, but honestly the fights are still a little dreary. Boys, one more. Well fought. Brave, brave lads. Good, and we got some skin. Parched skin. I think the parched skin is so important, or at least I feel like it is, because it allows you to make a potion which, if memory serves, increases resolve by 30. So wonderful in those fights against the ghost. You give that to your bannerman, and that has the knock-on effect of increasing everyone in the area, or in the AoE of it. Gives all of them more resolve. Those are some beat up lads. +1. Dude. Oh, killing me here. Weapons check. I believe everybody has the correct loadout. Oh. Daggers, nets. Excellent. Well fought, men. Very well fought. Oh, exceptionally hungry. Those berries are a good price. 225 for medical supplies. We should stock up. Anything I can justify selling? Not really. I would love to buy another set of medical supplies though. Petrified Scream. I think this is a delivery mission. Okay, good. It's a get the thing at the place mission. The presence of the Geists means I want nothing to do with that. I don't want to be fighting those Geists until I have a Bannerman who is much higher level. Get the thing, easy. That's actually fightable, but I don't want to destroy this ruin yet. I want to keep coming back here for this mission. The French taunt. I told him we already got one. and of course, what did you say? Fetche la vache. It's fucking brilliant. Fetche la cow. Fetche la vache. Quoi? Fetche la vache. Yeah, that would have sucked for us. Those two ancient legionaries with the pikes are fucking brutal to deal with. Righto, someone here is using, here we go, a basic spear. That's not right. Use that axe to break shields. We've got that whip there in storage, but I don't know if I have any brothers with the melee skill to be able to use it. It is one thing that kind of sucks in this playthrough so far, is almost everybody is only suited to tanking. 313, I think I could flip that for profit. A whole lot though. We need 173. 20 extra gold, there you go. Ognisted. Give me a good price for these furs, please. Nope. They obviously have no shortage of furs. What is this? Find First King's final rest. Long way to the northwest. 400 gold. As long as it takes us a day, that will be worth it money-wise. Frozen Plains, it'll be about here somewhere. Also, if it's an undead layer, then that hopefully could find the thing at the place missions from Ochdorf. Easy. The more of these layers, zombie layers we can find, the better, because it won't be long before we can start doing patrol missions. Yeah, we're almost there. Once we do this ambition, we can start working for the nobility. Then having all those undead layers will hopefully spawn patrolling groups of zombies, which we can mop up. Right now, I just need to get enough money so that I can have enough provisions and tools to go spend 3 or 4 days exploring the countryside. A nice peaceful moment. Oh yeah, we'll take that on. Definitely. Good XP. It's only a few marksmen, 1 or 2 marksmen. We've got 2 archers, 2 crossbowmen. They should actually come towards us. Hope. And if we can get through this without any damage, we can go take on those barbarians as well. Yes, there's a tier 2 crossbow. Give me... Ow! You boys, into position. Second crossbow. 1 hit on Vorenberg and he's out of the fight. It is devastating. Do I have height advantage? No, but I do from there. I'm gonna have to keep moving around to try get an angle on that crossbowman. 60%, good shot. Is Spengler going to be able to get to that spot? I think he probably will. Doesn't mean Sir Duck is kind of all by himself there, but he's got the armor for it. Did he miss? I've never seen that weapon miss before. Okay, so they can miss. That's good to know. Fuck off with that fucking crossbow, man. Should be in range now on the next turn. And Wushok can hopefully start taking shots. Have to shoot at that dude though. Actually, no, I'm not safe here. One more hit and Griff is going to have to move. Shot. I think what we do is, yeah, Spengler cover that approach from this dude, and then that allows Sir Duck to move up to the high ground there. Good, much better. It does worry me that these guys, though, I had height disadvantage to that marksman, and we know how fucking dangerous the marksmen are. A brief note, Sir Duck didn't need to keep his shield up, being afraid of that marksman, because he's blocked by this bush. Actually, I'm gonna have Vorenberg try to run down that marksman. Got unlucky. You motherfucker! What was that? Must have been super low chance. 25% on puncture. That's pretty surprisingly high. Now he has to shield up. But at least Malicious can rotate him out. Oh, he doesn't have rotation. I am gonna try to really put pressure on this crossbowman because he's the biggest threat on the field right now. Okay, thank goodness. That's big. This here is a concern though. Gotta get Capanosta out of there. 36 to... go for that. 36 there. At least Capanosta still has decent armor. I mean, that was a puncture that hurt him. On. I'm gonna move up here because I want to use the crossbow to help the Duck fight that Brigand Raider. Thing. And I could have knocked him down for height advantage, but I don't have the fatigue, I don't think. Are we? Hit the helmet, thankfully, where I have the most armor. I'm gonna try to work through the shield, so that's fine. Nice, Homic. Got. Okay, pierced arm muscles, big. That's minus 20% melee skill. Love that fighting axe. The deeps on that fighting axe. Posting, but who cares? He's low enough. The duck. Now I wish I could release some hounds, but I don't actually have any hounds for the moment. It's a long shot. Let's check the angle on it. It's there. Damn obscured. He's right between two bushes. And this just has him though. Good lad. Much harder fight than I was expecting, but that's largely down due to the fact that we had a few of our boys at height disadvantage against that crossbowman, who I really, really hope dropped that tier 2 crossbow. One more hit. Puncher, 5% chance. Well fought, boys. Very well fought. Not much in the way of loot, though. We didn't get the crossbow. I am pleased about the fact that we got that dagger. Eventually I want daggers on everybody up front. Is that a helmet? I don't need that helmet particularly. Oh my word, 63 at level 3 with confident. Fuck, this guy's gonna be a monster. And he'll be particularly good against undead as well, because we are going to be giving him throwing weapons and bow mastery. What does he need now at this level? He's got crossbow mastery. Quick hands. Throwing weapons. Doing for money. I might even splash for a tier 2 bow. No position to splash. Some Reavers, one Beastmaster, and an Unhold. Thank you. Bought for 313, selling for 340. That's not worth it. $20, I can't profit off of that. Expensive. Yeah, so we all bandaged up on the front line. There's even a throwing net there. Technically, I should put these shields on the guys on the outside, in case they get caught out in melee combat. Like that. And the crossbowman can have throwing weapons and nets as a go-to. I've got some wounded lads. Let's switch them out. The highest defense out of you boys, Iridian. .58 melee skill. Put a line. Right. Good episode. Let's call it there. When we come back, we'll have, what is this? Brigands. Drive off brigands. Perfect. Ooh, Alp Trophy Necklace is pretty damn good. Oh yes, here we go. Cat Potion. This is a great one. Be quick as a cat. This potion promises to heighten your senses and sharpen your reflexes. So that gives you increased initiative. And for someone who is going to depend on initiative to keep themselves alive, like our shield breakers who are going to have very high initiative, those cat potions are going to be wonderful. I don't feel like I can afford to spend that right now, but we'll hang on to the ingredients nonetheless. Alp Trophy Necklace is +5 in Resolve, so maybe I should make that. We'll do the other one after this mission. Who has the lowest Resolve? 43 is the lowest we've seen so far. 34, that is dreadful. That's better. Okay, good episode. So friends, I need to just let you know though that we've done 9 days now of double Battle Brothers episodes every day. I don't want to give up on my other games that I'm playing though. RimWorld, Thea 2 and Mordheim. So going forward now, it'll be 1 episode of Battle Brothers every day. So that'll mean if you want to watch the 13th Legion or you prefer watching the Cultists, you'll get an episode every other day. Every day will be a Battle Brothers episode plus one of the other 3. So yeah, I hope you'll check them out. My little RimWorld campaign is quite entertaining, and Mordheim, I love Mordheim. Thea 2, I think actually the full release came out last week, so we'll be playing full release finally. But worry not, you'll still get an hour of Battle Brothers every day. Anyway friends, I'm Stobbie149. This is the Bloody Dawn, our cultist group. I think we made a little bit of progress. Check the levels, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 1. But mostly level 4s up front, all with rotation, so that is pretty damn powerful defensively. I'm going to keep grinding for money, and then look to spend most of that money on dogs. I'm not kidding when I say I want like 10 dogs, maybe even 11. You have one, there'll be 10 dogs, yeah. One guy uses the sash, one guy uses the falcon, and everybody else has dogs. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.